Today I'm watching Watchmen episode 3. Episode 2 we learned more about Angela's backstory and we found out that Will is in fact her grandfather. He was taken away by this giant magnet spaceship in her car at the end of the last episode, so I'm very curious to see what's going to be happening with that. Angela found a cavalry robe in his closet, so what's that look like? She thinks it was planted there. Was it actually there? So yeah, I'm very curious to see what's happening with his storyline. So I'm curious to see what information will come from that. I'm enjoying it overall. I'm very curious to see where it's gonna go, and once I'm done the series I will look more into the comic books that I know the show is based on. But thank you so much for sharing on this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. All the intros have been so creative. Like there was that phone one, and then we had the previous episode was the typewriter. So yeah, I really like those little details.
Stand by for connection to Mars antenna in 5, 4, 3.
Are they calling Dr. Manhattan? He's the only one I think we know on Mars.
Pick up the receiver and begin speaking at any time. Dr. Manhattan.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, forget that joke. Can I tell you another one?
Oh, God.
Money from the fucking drawers now!
This is taking a turn. This is taking a turn. Oh, my God. Whoa, 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 whoa! This is organized. Batman?
Because what you're doing right now, vigilantism, it's illegal. So it would be...
So is robbing a bank!
Of course, you couldn't know you were being set up. Otherwise, you wouldn't walk right into their trap.
Oh, my God, that's terrifying. Wow, these guys. This is how they cash vigilantes? Yep, I'd run, bud. Oh, good luck. I like that mix of new, like, voice control, the CD player, though. It's still, like, a mix of new and old. Oh, no. Does she have a pet snake?
Can I peek?
Watch your fingers.
A hawk? Is it a bird? Oh, an owl. Okay.
What's his name?
Who?
Ha! Owl joke.
Got a peep from them on this.
You think it was a vigilante?
Sure could be.
Why?
Unless Will's a vigilante somehow.
Nick can pardon anybody he wants. Anybody. He could even get your owl out of that cage.
Is that what she's concerned about? Yeah, and the photo behind her is of Watchmen as well. She once was part of them? What?
Okay.
She turned on them? Oh, gosh.
3 heroes die, and they all show up at the pearly gates.
Why is she calling Dr. Manhattan to tell him bad jokes?
No, sir. Dude, who gives a shit about Rorschach? Next slide.
Yeah, they are wearing his masks. There's obviously some connection there. They didn't pick the masks at random.
Y'all can fight fire with fire. Y'all can fight mask with mask. Bright yellow.
Yeah, that's his idea? Okay, or was his idea?
I brought one too.
Yeah, is it a sleep mask or is it a vigilante mask?
You knew him, right? Back in the old days when he was Ozymandias.
The name Adrian sounds familiar. I think there was a character named Adrian in the movie.
When you and your ex were in DC. And by ex, I mean Dr. Manhattan.
Oh, shoot.
Sorry for not pretending that I don't know who you are because we're supposed to leave famous people alone, but...
Is she Silk Spectre then?
I, too, am not a fan.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he was the one, Matthew Good was the actor who played him.
What'd you kill? Smarty Pants smiles. 3 million, give or take.
Oh my god.
Without breaking a couple eggs.
They love the eggs reference in this show.
Any of them confessed to murdering your chief?
Not as of yet, no.
Yeah, she can see her reflection in it. Oh, I'm sure he loves this.
These people are gonna use it. Or you could just take that silly mask off, Wade.
She knows exactly who he is.
You prefer Detective Tillman?
Wade's fine.
I feel like that mask would get so hot. Like, it'd be so hard to breathe.
It's against the suspect.
So, this Sister Knight, would that be Angela Abar?
Okay, I was wondering what her name was, like her vigilante name.
But mostly I just stopped giving a shit about humanity.
Yeah, I don't remember Dr. Manhattan being particularly compassionate.
A live body and a dead body have the same number of particles, so it doesn't matter.
He always took the more scientific approach.
So sorry for your loss. Cal. Hi.
It's like, how do you know me? Yeah, exactly.
Hard. My pager's on there, so please feel free to give me a buzz.
She still uses a pager? Yeah, that should be a red flag right there, yeah.
Again, my deepest condolences.
Angela's like, I have enough stuff to worry about now. You're in town? Great.
Get along, little doggy. Get along.
What is he blowing up? Oh no, himself? I'm terrified. I'm terrified of this.
In my heart, so if it stops beating, you're dead.
Oh my gosh! This is not gonna end well. This is not gonna end well. Cheese and crackers. My heart. Yeah, he said the bomb's gonna go off if his heart stops. So he was very clear about that one rule. Put him in the grave, which is horrible. I hate that, but that would be an option. Yeah. Oh god, I hate that that's what's happening. Yep, to stop it. Oh my god, I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh! What else? Just, that's horrible. I mean, I know why she shot, like, shoot the arm or something, like, take him out, but, oh my gosh. That's so dark. Can you imagine, like, going to your husband's funeral and that's not enough therapy in the world to recover from that. Well, they definitely won't be doing a talk screen on his body now, because it's in a million trillion pieces. What's this guy cooking up? Or he's, yeah, like leather he's sewing together? This is a beautiful castle. Wherever they're filming at is amazing.
Nevertheless, I appreciate the sentiments.
What contraption is this? This guy's gonna die. He kills these guys off, like, every day, at least.
Are you ready to venture into the great beyond?
Oh, yes I am, sir.
He was definitely a cautious. It's a space suit, but he also looks like a scuba suit combo. Just look of fear in his eyes, like. Oh, he froze?
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
This guy's so. Oh, God! This is like a mad scientist.
We're gonna need a thicker skin.
So many questions. He's putting on weird plays. He loves riding horses. And he hangs out with the pirates? Very resourceful, but terrifying. Oh no. Oh, and the eye! And this music is so like, oh my god, who's shooting at him now?
For he's a jolly good
They gotta stop doing this. He's got 3 candles. He had 2 last episode, so something's going on for sure.
Of your captivity. Your recent behavior suggests an intention to violate those terms.
He's being held captive?
Thank you again for the delicious tomatoes. Your humble servant, the game warden.
Very vague. Okay. I just think of the dog or the cat from Harry Potter whenever she says Crookshanks. It's Hermione's cat.
encouragement. Adrian Veidt.
Oh, shoot. That's the guy they think is dead? Okay, well, at least we know his name now. Why such a tiny mask? And this is a headband. He looks like he's gonna go work out in an 80s video.
Right now, here's where the war's at. And I won't be leaving till it's won.
He's like, I'm not worried about the Russians. I'm just gonna focus on this state, and nothing else will bother me. Yeah, he like tunneled his way into this mausoleum. They're crafty. Terrifying.
I always say the device is rigged to their hearts, and none of them actually take the time to do it.
He wasn't bluffing.
Earlier, and you know what I saw? Tire tracks right at the base of the tree.
That would match her car. Oh, no, 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 no.
No, it was a wheelchair.
Oh, no.
Dad was murdered. They found a secret compartment in his closet, so, you know.
Her dad would be the comedian, if I'm remembering correctly.
What was in it?
She has to act all surprised. Yeah, these two, it's gonna be fun.
That bust. I don't know, maybe your pal Judd asked you to get rid of it if something ever happened, or...
Yeah, what did she do with it?
Fair, which makes no sense because your husband's hot.
He is very attractive, yes.
I think they're good guys, too. But here's the thing about me, Sister Knight.
Oh, going right for it.
I eat good guys for breakfast.
Angela's like, well... She's like, I don't scare easily, so... Thanks for the pity coffee, but, see you later.
You just didn't see me. Did I?
I'm sorry, what is this? What's that? I have ideas, but, oh my, wear the mask while we,
Sorry, your time is almost up. You have 55 seconds to complete your transmission.
Cell service on Mars isn't what it used to be.
But we're not really worth giving a shit about anyway, are we?
Recording complete. Thank you for being...
That's quite the sign-off. I think that's Angela's car. Anybody inside? Did Dr. Manhattan take the car? What? That's his way of saying hello. Yes, I'm listening. Just about drops a car on her. So it was my first time watching Watchmen episode 3. We got to meet some new characters in this episode with Agent Laurie coming in and this anti-vigilante task force. We find out that she used to be Silk Spectre, if I'm remembering correctly, and used to date Dr. Manhattan, as we see her calling him, and it sounds like she misses him. From what I remember about her character in the movie, the comedian was her father. She had found that out during the film, and yeah, her and John, Dr. Manhattan, had broken up and she was seeing somebody else, and I'm blanking on that character's name, I apologize, but I know she was in a relationship with Dr. Manhattan. And it's interesting to think her character is now flipped. She's gone from being a vigilante herself, as we see her, you know, in the pictures, and, you know, she's asking if that guy wants her autograph, and now she's working for the FBI and is arresting vigilantes. So that's very interesting that she's, you know, made that switch and basically turned her back on them. Agent Blake definitely knows a lot, and when she goes to Angela and is like, I know you're this vigilante, and says her name, and Angela just kind of is like, like, you want me to be shaking in my boots? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, either arrest me or don't sit here and threaten me. And it was interesting that now Angela knows that, okay, somebody's, you know, on to us. Like, they know the wheelchair marks at where the sheriff was killed, but I feel like Angela is really the only one who knows about Will. She was obviously there and saw him there. I don't think any other police officers know about this guy in the wheelchair, Will, and definitely don't know about the connection between Angela and Will. We haven't really seen her talk to anybody about it, and especially with that being last episode and this episode focusing more on Agent Blake and what she's doing in her investigation. But she definitely knows it wasn't the cavalry, which everybody is just wanting to say it's them because it's the quick and easy answer. Even the cavalry is like, we, you know, would admit this. We want to do these horrible things, so we would be be admitting it, but they are like saying nothing, which because they didn't do it. And however Will was able to do that, I don't know. He wasn't in this episode. The car came back, but he wasn't in it. And it's interesting to think if there's possible Dr. Manhattan connection, if Will's on Mars somehow. I was hoping this episode would focus a little bit on that storyline between Angela and Will, but it was definitely interesting to also learn about Agent Blake and another member of the Watchmen. And I'm curious why these towns would have a phone booth to call Dr. Manhattan. What purpose would that serve? I don't imagine he phones back very often. Why they would trying to, if they need help from him or something like that, maybe that's why. But even Laurie's like, you don't give a crap about us. From what I saw of him in the movie, he was very like pragmatic, very scientific, let's weigh out the options. He wasn't really thinking with his heart. He was more thinking like, what's the logical solution? So I'm not sure what those phone booths, what that goal would be to try and appeal to his small compassionate side. I have no idea, but yeah, it was interesting to see that. We found out Jeremy Irons' character is in fact Adrian, who, if I'm remembering correctly from the movie, is running this huge company. He's in charge of this huge corporation and is also a bad guy. We've definitely seen Adrian do horrible things in this show in the few episodes, and I don't really know what his goal is, like what he's trying to accomplish. We did also find out that he's being held captive there by the game warden. Again, that doesn't mean anything to me. Maybe that's a reference to the comic book. Please no spoilers, but I'm hoping they explain it more. Everybody seems to think that Adrian is dead, and even the FBI agent was like, oh, I've got some friends, think they have an eye on him. He's, living off the grid, but there was like a rumor that he was still alive. He's definitely alive, but nobody seems to really know where he is. And again, I don't know why these experiments with the play and what he was trying to do with that like space scuba suit, what the point of that was, what he was trying to do. If he's just bored and like these are his experiments that he wants to fill time with, and again, like it seems to be reliving the same day. Like he seems to have an endless supply of these two people, like Crookshanks and his other butler. They just seem to like always be there basically, despite him killing them off. And even when they bring out the cake, it's got 3 candles on it, and given this is the 3rd episode, the second one I noticed there was 2, the first one there was 1. So yeah, it's interesting how it seems like he's just reliving the same day. I don't know again why, what his goal is. So if his plan is to try and take out the Watchmen, if his plan is to start some other company, I have no idea, but I definitely remember him being a bad guy from the movie. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what his connection to all of this is. The senator seems to be making a little bit more of an appearance in these episodes, and he was at the funeral for the sheriff when the cavalry guy comes out with a bomb strapped to him, and Agent Blake doesn't hesitate and shoots him instantly. And I was like, he basically just said like, it's attached to my heart. She's like, oh, they always say that. And I was like, still seems like a pretty big risk to take. Obviously Angela was able to diffuse the situation in a horrible way, but again, like I don't know what your other options you would have. So it was just a very dark scene, and just like I couldn't imagine Judd's wife and what that's going to be so traumatic, and for everybody there. You're going to your husband's funeral, and now suddenly he's being used as a blockade basically for this guy who's sent to bomb it and destroy everybody. And if the senator had gone with him, what was his plan and what was he going to do? That we found that the senator is the one who created this police restrictions, and that said they, for their own protection, they wear masks, and the gun regulations as well. And the cavalry guy called him a race traitor. Race has been very prevalent in the show as well. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what the senator's role in all of this is. And even they're like asking about things, and he's being very like, I'm here for Oklahoma, like I'm not going anywhere, we're gonna fight these guys. And we know him and the sheriff and the sheriff's wife used to spend time together. So yeah, it's interesting to see. Like I wonder when I get to the end of the season, please no spoilers, but it'll be interesting to see how his part in all of this comes to light, if he was working with the sheriff on this plan. And that opening scene where we have Agent Blake setting up this elaborate bank robbery basically just to trap a vigilante. I was like, at first it was like, okay, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? It's a new character and now you're suddenly robbing a bank. And then we find out it's a trap, and I was like, how else would you catch them? I guess like, they're gonna stop crime, so you need to create a crime. It just seems so elaborate, and just this guy coming in who looked very much like Batman and is trying to, he thinks he's doing a good job, and in his mind, he's out there to help people and to save these people from potential trouble. And even when, you know, he's being handcuffed as he's being loaded into the stretcher, everybody in the crowd is like, what are you doing? I feel like Agent Blake is going to be a rival for Angela, and it'll be interesting to see how the two of them, like this cat and mouse game, especially since Agent Blake used to be part of the Watchmen. She used to be Silk Spectre, so she knows what that life is like. And with Angela being Sister Night, so yeah, it's very interesting to see how that's gonna work out. And if she catches Angela doing vigilante work, you know, is she gonna arrest her? So Agent Blake knew the names of everybody. She knew where to find them. She knew like backstory. She even goes up to Angela's husband and she's like, oh, Cal, hello, like nice to meet you. And she's definitely like done her research, and it's terrifying to think about what would she do if she finds Will. I'm curious to see if Dr. Manhattan would ever make an appearance in this show, if he'll just kind of be this aloof off-camera character for the entire season. Please no spoilers, but yeah, having Laurie reach out to him, that's been our biggest connection so far. And what role his character would play, Agent Blake knows that the sheriff had something in his closet and had this secret cupboard and was hiding something, so yeah, she definitely knows everything. So yeah, it's gonna be definitely interesting to see in the next episode and what that information leads to. Overall, I enjoyed the episode. It was great to see some new characters and see characters that I recognized from the movie, and obviously that would be in the comic books as well. I feel like Angela's now got a lot to juggle. She's got to figure out what's going on with Will. She's trying to figure out what actually happened to the sheriff. Now she has, you know, Agent Blake coming around. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how it's all gonna work out and what pieces fall into place and how Adrian is coming back into play. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. So's robbing a bank! Owl joke. Yeah, they are wearing his masks. There's obviously some connection there. They didn't pick the masks at random. The love eggs reference in this show. She still uses a pager. It's a space suit, but he also looks like a scuba suit combo. He's putting on weird plays. He loves riding horses. And he hangs out with pirates. Cell service on Mars isn't what it used to be.